Hi guys, just Naz. I am doing a Slimfast review today, and this is my review on the 7-day Slimfast diet plan. I'm going to give you an outline of how I actually did it, products I used and how I found them, and then let you know my opinion of the whole Slimfast structure as it was. So start off first, for all you who want to know whether it works, I'm going to say yes it does, because I lost 5 pounds on the diet, and I didn't find it challenging or too difficult at all. It's not as bad as some may think it may be. At the beginning of the video you kind of see my snapshot of my weight before and my weight after to kind of show you the weight loss that I did achieve, and I'm quite happy with it. At the end of the day, it's a good kickstart. It's a good motivation to keep on going. I wouldn't extend the 7-day Slimfast diet plan. I would only do it as a kickstart to a diet plan and continue like that, which I am doing and I have maintained, which is for me brilliant. So let's get right into this. The rules of Slimfast, or the structure that they set for people who want to do this, you're going to find that you will need to be drinking at least 2 liters of water a day. You will have a shake for breakfast, a shake for lunch, and then a proper dinner. Okay, so you could have a meal replacement bar for either breakfast or lunch, and you can have one snack between breakfast and lunch and between lunch and dinner. Okay, so let me just give you an idea of the calories that are within that realm. So for breakfast, if you have a shake, that's around 230 calories per serving, and if you have a meal replacement bar, that's 217 calories per serving. For lunch is the same, either or shake or breakfast bar or meal replacement bar. If you choose to have a snack in between those, the snacks are around 100 calories per serving, and then your dinner needs to be up to 500 calories all in all. So you can already see that there's a calorie deficit there created from that particular diet plan. They do also say if you want to optimize the weight loss, then do some exercise. I'm going to tell you that I did not. The only exercise I did was basically getting to work and back from work, and I literally, from where I live, work is around a mile away, and cycle ride was okay. It wasn't making me huff and puff, but it did kind of make my heart work. It's about 15 minutes there, 15 minutes back on the cycle. If I was to walk, it would be 45 minutes walk there and then 45 minutes back. So all in all, it was that was my exercise that I did. I didn't go out my way to do any jogging in the evening, nor did I go out my way to do any weights or go to the gym. So I kind of kept it at a even keel, just so that I could see if Slimfast alone, without any extra activity, could actually work. I'm happy to say it did. I did lose around 5 pounds in weight, and the way I started the Slimfast diet was basically looking at the products that were available on the website, which I have to say was a little bit of a letdown, because in my local Tesco's, Boots or Sainsbury's, they were very limited in the stock that they had. So the products that I'm going to review with you today are the products that were available to me at my local stores. To start off with, I'm going to say that I am not a milk person. I do not drink milk. I don't have dairy. With regards to milk in general, I just doesn't settle me well at all. So I use soya milk. So that kind of start off, I thought this wasn't going to work with soya milk, but I did actually make my shakes, because I bought the chocolate powder, which I have to say, if you want a review on that, that is fantastic. It tastes like chocolate and it's bearable to drink, bearable for 7 days at least, So I had that with, I made it with soya milk. So, if you're someone who drinks almond milk or soya milk, I can't think of it as any other milks, but almond milk I know it works with, and I know it works with soya milk. So both of those are okay. It will not split. It does work. I didn't like their ready-made shakes, because I tried their vanilla ready-made shake and I tried chocolate mint ready-made shake, and I have to say both, again, they just didn't settle with me. Hence why I moved to the chocolate powder instead, so I can make my own shakes. And I just felt very bloated and quite nauseated. It took a lot of time before it was digested. I literally felt quite sickly throughout the morning when I had a ready-made shake, and it wasn't the best thing to have in the morning for me. So I kind of stayed away from the ready-made shakes. Having said that, so with regards to flavors, vanilla, is not nice when you drink it at room temperature. It tastes disgusting. If you're gonna have vanilla, or if you like the vanilla taste, then it's always best to have it chilled. I found it tasted horrible at room temperature. Chocolate mint was not bad as a ready-made shake. I had that for lunch, and that was, again, it didn't quite digest with me properly, but flavor wise I have to say chocolate mint was pretty decent. It wasn't that bad. Having said that, both of those shakes did fulfill me in the sense that I didn't feel hungry at all between breakfast and lunch, and then between lunch and dinner. So shakes all in all worked best for me, but they worked better when I made them at home. The other things I did try was the chocolate caramel crunch meal replacement bar. Now on day 3, which for me was a Wednesday, it didn't really work well at all, because I had a meal replacement bar for lunch thinking that it would be, as it says on the tin, a meal replacement bar, but it ended up being very, very chewy. It ended up being very flavorless, and also it wasn't fulfilling. It's crazy, just 217 calories in that bar, and I just felt really irritated the fact that it didn't fulfill me enough. I even went on to have a snack bar afterwards, and again it still just didn't do it. I think the shakes are more better because they're more packed with minerals and vitamins, so it kind of does fill you up a lot more, and it just feels a lot more fuller. And I guess since it's liquid, and it does feel like you're drinking a lot, and it's quite gloopy, it actually does sustain you better than a meal replacement bar, I found anyway. So yeah, apart from getting jaw ache, I wouldn't recommend the meal replacement bar at all. It really did work the jaw out. No flavour whatsoever, and very, very disappointing, especially since they're not cheap to get a meal replacement bar, because I had to pay around $2.95 for a meal replacement bar, but I think in general they are around $3.95 or something, so I paid less because Boots were having a sale at the time. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend a meal replacement bars. You might find it different, but I only had a chocolate caramel crunch there, and it literally didn't taste nice at all. Very, very disappointing. I think one of the reviewers on YouTube actually had a full chocolate meal replacement bar, which looked amazing, but I couldn't find that at all, and it's not even on their products list, so I'm not sure where that guy got it from. But yeah, anyways, that's my review on the meal replacement bars. I just won't get them again. The other thing was snacks. I did have a snack between breakfast and lunch, mostly just to kind of tie me over. Now I tried the best snack of the bunch, I have to say, is the Heavenly Chocolate snack bar. I think that's what it's called, but it's literally pure chocolate, and it actually tastes like chocolate. It tastes alright, and it made me feel like I was having a chocolate. Not as good as a Mars bar, but it fills a hole, so it's not too bad. That one I would definitely get. I did then try between lunch and dinner, I tried the caramel nougat, I think, or nutty nougat bar, and I have to say that one again is super chewy. It's like tasteless gum. I didn't find it nice at all. So I wouldn't recommend that one. But then the Heavenly Chocolate Bar was the best of the bunch. I did try their salty snacks. I tried the cheese and chives one, and it was, it smells strongly of cheese, but it was very salty and not very cheesy, but it smelled cheesy, if that makes sense. Again, it wasn't too bad. I can't say they were that bad, because the snack bars were 60p, and again, all snacks were actually 60p, even the salty snacks were 60p, so that's not too bad. I think that's really pretty decent. I think it wasn't too bad at all. So those are the snacks that I tried. But throughout the week, apart from Wednesday, I kind of kept to having the shakes for breakfast and shakes for lunch. I stayed away from snacking between because it really wasn't worth it, and I just didn't think snacking for me wasn't essential. But if you want to snack in between, then I would probably only go for the Heavenly Chocolate snack bar. But yeah, so that was in a nutshell, that was the products that I had. If anything, I'd probably stick to chocolate more, because I don't think they can really go wrong with making something taste like chocolate, because they put a lot more flavorings in, and it does taste a lot more better than vanilla or strawberry. I can't think of any other flavors they got, actually. I think it's vanilla and strawberry they had in my local Tesco's. And so yeah, I just stuck with chocolate. The other thing I was going to mention was the fact that they do have a ready starter pack, for like 7-day starter pack basically. If you're someone who can't be bothered to buy everything or prepare a week in advance before you do this and get what you need, then starter pack is great. It's £25, but a big but is that if you're like me, then you probably want to just play it by ear and buy it, try it, see if you like it, because if you buy the starter pack, you're going to find that if you don't like something, it's a bit of a waste of money. But if you're someone who's not really bothered and you just want to purely go in it for some weight loss, then yeah, starter pack is probably your best bet. Yeah, around £25 here, so I'm not sure if that fluctuates in and around the UK, but yeah, that's probably worth having a look into. So I was gonna say that the cost of the products for me in a week in total cost around 30 quid or thereabouts, just about 30 quid. I think it came to like £29 something, but I'd round it up to 30. So there's £5 more I spent on the products than the starter pack, but then again I could choose what I was picking up. So yeah, that's the big difference there. So it's quite costly. I think Slimfast are very clever. They do that very cleverly, don't they? So it's very expensive indeed to kind of keep this going for more than 7 days, and I think they know that. So it's definitely good for a quick start to a healthy eating plan. And yeah, the one thing I would say is though, I was really impressed with the amount of nutrition that it has in the shakes, okay, because I wasn't expecting for them to be loaded with like vitamins and minerals, and I think that also helped with regards to feeling fuller, and that was quite good to have in the morning because it did set me up quite a bit throughout the day. I didn't think I needed to have lunch up until at least 1:30, so that's really good. So I was pleasantly surprised with that, the fact that it's quite loaded with a lot of nutrition, so that's quite good. All in all, obviously it's a very calorie restrictive diet, and you hopefully will lose weight if you're not cheating and you're kind of keeping it quite constringent in the lines of the diet of how it should be done. Then you should lose a bit of weight. I actually, as I said, lost 5 pounds, which was brilliant. I was quite happy with that loss. I wouldn't continue it more than 7 days because at the end of the day it's just a kickstart. I don't think I could continue it for more than 7 days anyway, because I get sick of the taste of the products, and just in general, there's no variety basically. So 7 days tops was enough for me, and then there on out, if you look on the website, they'll give you a whole lot of recipes for the dinner. So my dinners were pretty basic. I kept it to just vegetables, fish and potatoes, so I kept it clean, basic, and then occasionally I would make either a lentil dish or I'd make a curry, but I'm quite confident with my cooking skills, so I didn't really need to have any recipes from their website. But on their website they do give a whole lot of recipes for breakfast, lunch and dinner if you want to look into like different meals to make. Totally up to you. But yeah, as I said, I'm quite a confident cook, and the food I cook is totally 100% from scratch, so it was healthy. Do let me know if you want to know my meal plans throughout the week, because as I said, they're home cooked. I've got videos to kind of show how I cook this stuff, and also I think it'll be really helpful for people to kind of learn some, solid recipes that they can just cook on this plan, which they know when they come to eating it's going to taste great. And I think that's the one thing that kept me going between a lunch and dinner, was the fact that I knew what I was going to have for dinner was going to taste amazing, okay, because like I'd have a chicken curry or something, homemade, all cooked, no extra fat or anything, very lean, and I'd have it with like a naan, or maybe I'd make some whole grain rice. So yeah, anyways, just let me know if you'd like an idea of my meal plan and the recipes that I used for myself. Again, they were quite cheap as well, because I usually buy just the veg that I need for the week, which sets me up for at least 4 meals within that week. So yeah, anyways, all in all, I think Slimfast does structure itself well. I can't really fault it, because at the end of the day it is what it says on the tin. It's calorie restrictive. They do give you helpful tips to kind of ease your way back in after the 7-day plan. So rather than having 2 shakes and a dinner, you would possibly have 2 meals and a shake, okay. So the shake could be either have your breakfast or your lunch, or you could have a shake for dinner and basically have a breakfast, have a lunch, and just have a shake for dinner. I never really tried that because I wanted to end the day feeling fulfilled. And so that's, as I said, the diet works. You do lose weight if you do it right. All in all, I would recommend this to anybody who wants to lose or start with a good motivational figure, okay, because it does kind of instill the whole calorie restrictive diet thing. Does that make sense? Yeah, so overall, I think it's really good. It definitely does allow you to lose weight, and also I think it's it's a good motivation to starting something positive. So I would recommend it most definitely. They've got obviously other products on their website that I just noticed. The Vitality range, I've never tried it. Let me know below if you have tried it or if you want me to try it. I don't mind dipping into that because it looks quite good from what I can see, but I'm not 100% sure. I have to look into what the Vitality range does or what it is. All in all, I'm quite pleased with the Slimfast diet. I'm quite happy with the way it's gone, and anyway, thank you very much for tuning in, for watching this far, and for hearing my review. Let me know below if you've got any questions, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.